So, Kevin Durant was on JJ Redick's podcast, and he wanted to talk about the challenges of playing on a super team.
I think that Clippers team, in some respects, I was looking the other day, there was one year where we had 3 All-NBA guys. We were probably a super team. Like DeAndre, max contract, and All-NBA. Blake, max contract, All-NBA. CP, max contract, All-NBA.
That's a super team.
And I think the dynamic on super teams is really difficult, and you've done it now twice.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you just about the inherent challenges that exist on playing on a super team. Not just the ego, because the ego is one thing, but roster building, figuring out who's going to have the highest usage rate. I mean, shit like that.
Yeah.
Before we move forward, Sage, do you think the Chris Paul Clippers are a super team?
No. The bar for super teams has been lowered to an oblivion. I'm not gonna lie. Like any team with 385 overalls on 2K is now a super team. It's kind of corny. A super team, in my opinion, is 3 superstars, undoubtable superstars, essentially in their prime. That I'm not gonna lie, they lose, someone got hurt. That level. Respect to prime CP3, Blake, and DJ, but. Nah. When DeAndre Jordan was the best center in basketball, or one of the best centers in basketball, they said it's the weakest era of center in basketball history. Nah.
All right, rapid fire real quick. 08 Celtics, super team.
Yeah, sure.
Big 3 Miami Heat. Big 3 Miami Heat.
Of course.
Interesting. 2016 Warriors.
No.
2017.
Yes.
All right. Let's move on then. Just wanted to get your feedback.
You want to count Clay, like 3 guys that can create their own shots. When you got 3 guys that can do that, then you can pretty much pair them with anyone. On your team, you had 2 guys that had to be force-fed baskets. So the other guys might be thrown off a rhythm sometime trying to get lobs or throw post-ups. Whereas we can create nothing out of something pretty quickly, So that played a factor into it. And when it comes to egos, we all were on the same page and just really wanting to win. I know it sounds simple, but that's really what it was. Like every day is about, all right, how can we win this basketball game? Nothing else mattered. And when I got to Golden State, from the first to the last guy thought that, but from the owner to the ball boy, they thought about that shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's just in June, everything was at the parade, it was just always, we was always talking about that, so that shit matters too, just that dialogue around the team, just that thought process of everybody. How you approaching every day has to be championship level mentality from the first to the last guy. Owner to the ball boy, everybody got me thinking about it, and it was like that.
Yo, W ball boy, by the way, just every, oh man, yo team, yo K, how we winning this game tonight, bro? What the fuck?
Imagine the ball boy no, you break that jump right now. You ain't working hard enough. Go ahead.
Imagine the ball boy running on the court. Time out, yo. Time out. All right, bro. Jeez.
I'm not locked in. What are y'all doing?
Yo, because it's the second time he's mentioned the ball boy. It's not just one time. This is the second time he's mentioned the ball boy. Yeah.
Kevin Durant's best friend is a ball boy. Fun fact. It's locked.
We knew how big that summer was with losing the league, losing in the finals, and then me signing there. It was just so much noise around our team.
Losing the league.
To start that season, we really locked in as a group.
Now, these super teams, they do seem to flame out, kind of infamously. Almost everyone we could think of, we can name, even your guys' teams. Do you think that tension and that pressure of just you have to win a title or you fail?
Yeah, that definitely gets to some people.
More so the business gets in the way more so than anything.
Yeah.
We want to stay together as long as possible.
Yeah.
But one guy might get paid for one guy, Sean Livingston retired, or I left in free agency, so stuff like that happens more so than.
I think you're right though. I think there is a cycle to it. As I mentioned, when you have guys, the talent to win a championship, you have an obligation to go for it. And by going for it, you're sacrificing some future.
Mm-hmm.
You're trading your first round pick at the deadline nearly every fucking year to go get something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We did that every year with the Clippers.
Yeah.
We did that every year.
And lost.
And, I said this a bunch prior to the trade for James. I said Philly is dumb to not do something with Ben because you have a window in the East. You have an MVP candidate in Joe. He's got an injury history. You have an obligation to go for it this year.
Yeah.
LeBron, he kind of moves in cycles. It's been 4 years. This is year 4 now. And each of the last iterations, it kind of went like this. It's kind of flamed out. But you do kind of owe it to the team, like the Rams, right? Fuck them picks.
Yeah.
We need now.
The concept of going all in my opinion, is honestly at this point underrated. A lot of teams try to go for the in-between of, oh, we want to compete now and prepare for the future. Notably, the Boston Celtics, 2019 Boston Celtics, hated that team because of that, bro. But at the same token, I kind of get it from their perspective because the Warriors they're here. So yes, you can go all in, but being realistic, is the team you're going to assemble actually going to beat the Golden State Warriors even that year? I don't think so. But also on the other side of the token, because of injuries, KD goes down in the finals, Clay goes down in the finals. Who knows? Maybe the Celtics actually would have won a championship if they went all in. So it's definitely a delicate balance, but I do see a lot of franchises being scary when it comes to going all in with a certain core.
You used the word that I was going to use in my soliloquy, man. Scary is what it is. Hell yeah, I love that ideology, man. I hate when teams try to build for their future while also trying to win now. That's some scary shit. It's few teams that actually accomplish that and win. A lot of fans are happy with not winning now and then potentially winning later. If you don't win later, now you're really stupid. I hate that ideology. For you and anybody that didn't get the Rams analogy, the Rams are a football team that for the past 3-4 years have traded multiple firsts every time they could. And if they got a new first, they were like, yep, that shit gone. And they've literally stacked Pro Bowlers, had some of the best players in football all on the team. Finally got their guy at quarterback, won the chip. In basketball even, when you have a team like, I'm a Lakers fan, the 2020 Lakers, they say, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, fuck all them young guns. We gonna win right now.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they won right now. And you wanna know where they fucked up, being honest? When they started trying to get young guys, that way they could have 3 or 4 or 5 years down the line. Even, you know how motherfuckers feel about THD nowadays. Stop trying to cakewalk it. Another team, if I'm just Lakers biased, the Hawks. Let's talk about how the Hawks was just in the ECF and really just was like, bro, what's up, bro? You gonna move forward or back?
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers trading away Cam Reddish for a pick. What kind of weak shit is that? Either you going back or you going forth. Make a decision, you mid-ass team. So like shit. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like y'all be too scary out here, man.
It is a shame to me, and I didn't even expect to be talking about the Lakers today, but it is a shame to me that people even question the Anthony Davis trade now. Was it worth it? They got a ring out of it. If you want to do the whole bubble ring thing, I guess. Agree to disagree.
No, I don't guess.
But
you're 10 years old.
they literally got a championship. That is what every team works for. They made a trade to do it, and it actually worked out, and now you regret it? That's like saying that the Celtics regret trading for KG and Ray because they only got one ring? All right, bro. All right.
Yeah,
I know you're a Kings fan.
It's crazy,
I know
bro.
you're a Kings fan, bro.
That's what I was gonna say.
Lame ass
It's
Kings
crazy,
fan, bro.
souls. Do you think it's because a lot of bad teams starting to get fan bases because everybody's afraid of being a casual? Or do you think it's the player fan base, like people who stand players coming out and now they feel like rings really ain't matter enough? There's people that are watching this video that are way older than us or even younger than us, but their whole life haven't seen their team win. And you're trying to tell them that us getting one chip, even just one chip, bro, that shit ain't nothing, bro. What about your future? They ain't seen it. Knicks fans still ain't gonna see it. You're gonna be 40 if you a Knicks fan and you might still not have a ring, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, if I'm hearing that from a Hawks fan, bro, y'all stayed in mediocrity for like 10 straight years. I don't want to hear about it, for real. Them Al Horford, Jeff Teague Hawks, and Omar, if you watch this, I do not care. The most annoying team of all time, bro. It's just the most mediocre team of all time, bro. Crazy.
Whether it's player movement, teams not being loyal, everybody's so hungry for a championship. Mm-hmm. The discourse around what is a successful season and an unsuccessful season for nearly every team now is about a championship, or are we bottoming out to build for a championship?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so
I don't know about that.
the life cycle
Teams
of
like
teams
being mid.
is
Everybody points back to LeBron's decision, but I think even back to what the Celtics did, and KG kind of had to go through that and say, you know what, I got to just go for me. And there's other times in history, obviously, but there's definitely been a change in the guard in that sense. And it is kind of crazy. I was curious about how players feel, and I think it does seem like a lot of you guys sit back and go, hey, you got to do what's best for you. I mean, you got on the podium with Kyrie, did the same with the trade with James and said the same thing. Hey, he has to go be happy, and we're cool with that.
You know what, bro? I think that sentiment isn't even with just NBA players. I think that's just our generation type of thing. The idea of not staying with a single company or a single job for more than 5 years. That's not even the future. That's just now. Like if you look at the tech industry, a lot of software engineers, entry level software engineers, even if they get a job at Google, which is crazy because for those who don't know, Google got a bag to pay, but they don't even stay at Google for more than like 3-4 years. And if they do, it's like, oh shit, you've been there for 5 years type shit. That's just how it is, bro. There's a lot of employee movement in the job industry right now.
I mean, you got to put yourself in the best situation you feel can maximize what you're doing, you know? And I think everybody understand that now.
Do you ever have younger guys hit you up asking for advice, trying to figure this out because you've now been in this situation a lot?
Yeah, for sure.
Names?
More so about
yeah, Luka hit me up last night, like
just life as a pro, but knowing that they got that decision that's coming up, what they should be looking for as it's coming up. You know, what was I looking for around that time? You know, being with an organization, I was with an expansion team basically. You know, so I helped build the
basically you were
foundation of that. So for me to leave that, you know, that was interesting to a lot of young players. You know, since they drafted by organization, expect to stay there, you know. So, yeah, they hit me up asking about what my thought process was throughout that situation and how I approach games, stuff like that. So it's good to have.
Yo, I'm sorry. I just can't, like, I just imagine, like, a bunch of young players hitting up KD. Yo, KD, I fucking hate it here. What should I do? And KD goes, leave! Just leave, bro. Just leave. Do what I did, bro. Get them 2 rings. Them 2 rings and bounce.
They hate you when you get them, and then 5 years later, you're a 2-time champ.
2 rings, 2 finals MVPs. You gotta be top 15 guys.
Right. Gotta be top 15. Easy GOAT score. Easy. No debate. All right, YouTube. Long story short, Kevin has no shame in what he's done, and he shouldn't. This is me, boy TSO Sage here, my brother Benjamin. Y'all take care and stay blessed.